Hi, and welcome back to another video feature of the Immersive Worlds Handbook. Today I'm in Venice, Italy, and I'm making a comparison between some of my impressions of walking through the streets of Venice with elements of theming and issues of authenticity and place-based theming at the Venetian in Las Vegas. So these clips are all focused on aspects of what a city provides to us and how a city can be a form of inspiration for us, in particular if we're thinking about recreating aspects of that city, of its spaces, of its senses, in a new place that is entirely different but still has some reference to that original. So let me present some of my reflections then on Venice in reference to the Venetian Las Vegas.
Wandering here in Venice, and one of the things, again, in doing this comparison, I wanted to think about the sensibility of being in the city. And, when you're in a space like the Venetian in Las Vegas, obviously much, much smaller, and you're trying to capture the ambiance of a city like Venice, but when you're here, and this is my first time here, just everywhere you look, a city on water, all the canals, anytime you're walking, as you'll see here, there's always a boat, there's always a gondola there, gondolier, the boat here, of course. And so I guess my point about it is that there's one of the things about being in a city, being surrounded by so much of this ambiance, is that sense of authenticity. I was mentioning to my travel companions, everywhere I look, just behind me, the patinaed walls and so forth, everywhere you look, right, there's the sense of authenticity and history, just even here as we look. And so I guess my sensibility, or my sense of the city's sensibility and the ambiance of it, is that it's a challenge to reproduce. It's a challenge to recreate something like this in a simulated space like the Venetian. And so it's always important. I don't want to get in the original copy discussion, but I think it's always important to think about looking at some sense of originality and authenticity in a space like this. Well, certainly when I think of charm in a city like Venice, I think of the streets, and I think a lot of cities have that appeal for us in terms of just the ambiance, in terms of that sensibility of being able to experience all the senses that you do walking down the street. And certainly I would say that in a city like Venice, not unlike, say, New Orleans, Berlin, Hong Kong, you get probably an immediate sense of the city's personality just by taking a simple walk down the streets. And really, it could be any part of the city. So again, I would say that the charm of a city like Venice is related to the fact that you can easily experience and take in all that there is to see in terms of the senses. So since I'm walking towards San Marco, the plaza, the square, I was thinking about, just all the gift shops here, and certainly it reminds me a little bit when you're in Las Vegas and you see so many gift shops, but I think you would actually be surprised that there is so much diversity in terms of the offerings here. More than you might expect, I guess, in a place that certainly is highly known for, tourism. And again, you get a sense of that authenticity, that spontaneity that you can only find in the city. As I look at just the combination of architecture, again, the surfaces that have this, patina quality, the graffiti, as you can see. And again, as only here you get that sense of the ambiance of the city, because it is entirely built on water.
I hope you enjoyed this video feature today here in Venice, Italy, and referencing the Venetian Las Vegas. And in addition to this video, please check out my other video that focuses extensively on comparisons of Venice with the Venetian Las Vegas.